Alright, how's it going? This is the same day as I posted the first video, but it's the part 2 of it, because I just felt like the first one I didn't want to make it like super fucking long, and I also didn't want it to be drawn out. So the TMC orientation, when you get paid the second Friday you're in orientation, and I don't know exactly what it is for the people who has to get. I think if you have to get your CDL, I could be wrong, but if you're getting your CDL through them, I think you get paid $500 a week, and if you're going in there with a CDL, you get paid $650 a week. They do pay weekly, but bring some money because you're going to need it, because you don't get paid that first Friday when you go out. They hold your check and then you get paid after that. So make sure that you bring some money out there as well. That is one thing I forgot to put in the first video, so I'm putting it here now. And yeah, like I said, you do go out with your trainer, and then they do have a shop for you, and the Des Moines one does, in the hotel, which is the terminal. And then what you do with what you can do is you can go and buy like a shirt. It's like, I think large, like that's what I am. I bought a large shirt for like $12-13, and then you get discounted stuff on like the drinks and like the snacks and stuff like that. They do have wash machines that cost $1.50 per load. So there's that. And then what else? When you go out with your trainer, you are not guaranteed to be home every weekend. So whether you're out there for 2 weeks or 4 weeks, like I'm put in this hotel right now because my trainer doesn't live close to me. So I was put in a hotel until I get my own truck. When you get your own truck, you are for the most part, you are guaranteed to be at home. And then you don't have to like park it at your house, obviously. If you don't have parking, or if you live in an apartment, you could just park it up somewhere nearby. I guess as far as like loads go, well, I'm not even really going to talk about loads. I'll just, I guess, talk about the general of the company. It is employee owned, so that means you do get profit sharing, but you got to be here for so long to even really get that, which I'm not going to be the guy you talk to about profit sharing until I'm way down there, because I don't even contribute to that yet, which why would I speak on something that I don't even know? I know a little bit about it, but they say everything I know is what you'll literally be given in orientation anyways. There will be videos and stuff like that. The profit sharing is like an ESOP type deal. And then I'm just trying to figure out other things that I haven't really touched on. You do get, like I said, they provide lunches for you, so you do get lunches. It's not the greatest, but it's not that bad, honestly. I think my first day was the worst, and that's because we were like the last group to show up, and we were a little bit late. We were trying to get our physical done. You do have to take a physical, and so we were doing that. And then what else was there? I don't really know. They're all exclusive Peterbilts, so they only run Peterbilts, which is really nice. I'm a big fan of Peterbilts, especially like when I was a mechanic, I was working on Peterbilts. And then they trade them out usually around the 500,000-600,000 mark. As far as I know with that, like I said, I don't really have my own truck. All the trucks are equipped with CB radios and TV as well for you. So once you do get your own truck, those are the two things I know that you do get, and then they get you like the steel tarps, lumber tarps, all like the chain straps, securing equipment. Now sometimes you are gonna have to drop that trailer and then take stuff out and then put it with a new trailer, whatever. You'll learn that with your trainer. And then when you're out with the trainer, you do most of the driving. I've done already 1,000 miles in my first week, which I don't know. It's not great, but it's not that bad either, especially for my first week, because I'm not coming in this first week like hauling balls, hauling ass either. And we got really garbage loads from Iowa to Minnesota, back to Iowa, back to Minnesota, and then from Minnesota to Illinois. And then tomorrow we're going to Tulsa, which will be today. When the video drops, don't know when that's dropping, but like I said, I had to do this part 2 because I feel like there are still some things I was just missing, especially when people are like, how much do you get paid? What is this? What is that? So I was like, fuck. Like I said, I didn't want to draw out the last video, and I guess 18 minutes wasn't really that long, but I don't know. I'm just a dumb trucker. So that decided I was going to create a YouTube account, and I suck at this too. So if you're an editor, I need some help, dog. And then, yeah, once you get your own truck, let's say you can park it up around like your house, and then you're usually done by Friday night, have Saturday off, and then sometimes, depending on where you gotta go, most of the time you're gonna leave out Sunday, and then hopefully be at the shipper or the receiver by Sunday night. So then you get 10 hours. So by Monday you're just good to go to drop off and then pick up a new load and then go straight to the receiver again. And then same with when you go home. When you go home, you're gonna have a load with you about 90% of the time. Like this weekend, we had all oversized load, and they did say if we want to pick up Sunday, we can. But that's because we were doing a drop and hook. So we were dropping one trailer and then hooking up and then also securing it, which we already did that, so we don't have to worry about it before we take off to Tulsa. But yeah, like I said, a lot of people, you'll meet a lot of great people. I guess my advice, literally, would be while you're in orientation, or even if you go, talk to the experienced drivers. They park out there, and I'm sure they do at the other locations as well, but they park out there and just go and try and talk to one of them. I was actually given the opportunity to talk to like 5 or 6 different. I got all numbers because not everybody does it the same. There are some things that people do different. They give their reasons why, and you're like, okay, it's your judgment. Like, you're your own boss out there. So whatever you do, whatever you fuck up, or whatever you do right, either way you get rewarded or punished for it. So you are literally your own boss. Obviously, without being your own boss, there's always going to be someone higher than you. Like most jobs. I already went over the pay. I said bring money, bring enough clothes, but don't overbring. Like, my ass literally brought my Xbox here, and the only reason why I did was because I knew I was getting my own truck. And if I'm stuck in a hotel, I want to be able to play with my wife or something, play that COD, you know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why I brought it, but I didn't even bring it to orientation at all. You know, my roommate, when I got down there, I literally told my roommate, I was like, hey, can I was like, damn, like, you're cool as fuck. He's like, hell yeah. He's like, I'm pretty laid back, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I was thinking about bringing my Xbox. But then, that's another thing. When you go to orientation, you go in the hotel, you do get paired up with somebody else. It won't just be you, and that's because they're just trying to save space, because it's still, even though the one in Des Moines is private, it's not private. TMC is a private company, whatever, they own it. Like I said, it's employee owned, but I don't know where I'm exactly going with this, but so even though it's privately owned, whatever, it's still open to the public. So you're going to have more than just TMC people there. So to use that space, you're kind of put on one side of the building, and then the public's on the other side. I believe that's how it is. Not fully sure. but just expect to be paired up with somebody when you go down to the hotel. But anyways, I was telling him, I was like, yeah, I was gonna bring my Xbox because I'm down here for fucking 2 weeks, so I might as well just bring it. And he's like, you could have brought it. And I was like, oh, thanks, dude. Like, too late now. But he was pretty cool. I got his number. I got a lot of people's number because not everybody's gonna do the same thing the right way. And sometimes even your trainer, you might get a load that you've never had when you're with a trainer. It's bound to happen. So just pay attention when you're out with your trainer. And so I'm gonna be doing a lot more videos about like securing and all this, just sharing the journey, honestly, because that's what it's about. And I see a lot of other people doing this, so I'm like, fuck, I'll be the dumbass trucker coming in this looking like a dumbass because I don't know what I'm doing. But fuck, I'm here for it. So yeah. And then like I said, after your first week, when you don't get paid on that Friday, then you get paid every week. So you make that bread. Even when you go out with the trainer, you still make that 650 or 500 or whatever it is when you don't have your CDL. You also make that when you're with the trainer. So from orientation all the way till you get your own truck, you make the same money. When you get in your own truck, I believe I'm not that far yet, but not the first week, but the second week is when you get paid the first week because they're a week behind. So when you get in your own truck for the first week, and I don't know, but I'm just telling myself, like, if I do really good they do guarantee $1,000 on your paycheck. So your first 2 weeks, you are guaranteed to get $1,000, and that's because they know you're going to be a little bit slower because you're by yourself. You're just trying to test everything out, getting used to everything. So they do guarantee money, so you'll get $1,000, and if you make more shit, you'll make the more money, obviously. But if you get like my first week, we only got $600, but that's because they were bouncing us really low, or very short runs, very very short distances. So we weren't. I would have lost money, but I still would have made that $1,000 because, they want you to succeed. They try and help you. So, yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have for the part 2 of orientation. I'm kind of done speaking about it. Unless something else comes up, then I guess I'll just make a short or something. And then I'll see you guys all when I'm in a trainer's truck or we're out somewhere. Now I keep talking, try and post every day if I can, every other day. It just depends. But I need an editor because I only have my phone. So this shit's getting done with no edits. But I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.